Welcome back to Three Trials Barbecue. Today what we're going to be doing is cooking some of these ribeye steaks, and we're going to be doing a trial with the Killer Hogs AP seasoning, the Killer Hogs barbecue rub. We're also going to be trying the SUCKLEBUSTERS SPG and the Competition barbecue rub. Let's go ahead and get these steaks out of the vacuum seal, and we'll start seasoning them. We're gonna take them out the vacuum seal. I've been buying the steaks at Costco, and shoot, I even bought this vacuum sealer there, and I've noticed that I get more longevity from my meat. So we're gonna take these out. So what I want to do today is we're just gonna trim some of this fat off. We're not gonna do too much to them, but today is actually not the day we're gonna be cooking them. Usually I try to rub them down a couple minutes before. What I'm gonna try to do today is I'm gonna try to rub these down for 24 hours. Put a little bit of salt and pepper, garlic. Let the meat kind of absorb some of this dry rub, and we'll see if it infuses into the meat the following day. So that's what I want to try with this trial. We're not going to go more than 24 hours, and then we'll go ahead and cook them tomorrow. Throw a little bit of smoke on them. Once we get the smoke on them, we'll just raise up the temperature. So we're going to be using mustard as our binder. We're just going to rub it down a little bit. They're pretty moist, but we're going to get them all mustered up. Not too much. We're going to go ahead and do the same sequence for both SPGs, or in this case, it's going to be the all-purpose. But we're going to put a nice coat. I'm going to start with the SUCKLEBUSTERS. This will be our base coat. Then we'll come over with this SUCKLEBUSTERS barbecue rub. The sides. Now we'll do the AP. Nice little base coat. This also has salt, pepper, garlic. And then we're going to top it off with the Killer Hogs barbecue rub. This will give us a nice color. So we're going to let them sit overnight. They got a good little base coat of both the APs salt, pepper, garlic, SPG. We got some Killer HOGS barbecue rub, and then the competition rub. And we'll go ahead and cook them up tomorrow. So stay tuned, and we'll be back. All right, everyone. So these steaks have been in the fridge overnight for 12 hours, just marinating with that dry rub on them. We're gonna go out to the Traeger. We're gonna set it to 200. We're gonna run them on low smoke for about an hour or until it reaches 120, and then we'll put a nice sear on them and finish them off. So we got the Traeger rolling at 200 degrees. We filled up the Traeger with those lumberjack pellets. So we're gonna just let it sit for about 10 minutes, let it get up to temperature, and then we're gonna go get them steaks. Okay, so we have the steaks out here. We've been rolling for about 10 minutes at 200 with super smoke. Let's go ahead and put these steaks in. All right, we're gonna let them roll, and we'll put a temperature probe in it, at least one of them, and we'll monitor it for an hour. Put a probe in the thicker one. We're just gonna monitor the temperature, and we set the probe alarm to 120. But we're gonna go off of time. I want to put at least smoke on them for an hour, so we'll see what temperature we're at in an hour. So stay tuned, everyone, and we'll be back. All right, everyone. So we reached that hour mark. We're at 118 internal. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take these steaks out. So we'll crank this up. Let's take these steaks out. We'll let it get up to temp. We'll let it run for about 10 minutes so we can heat up those grill grates, and then we'll throw them back in. And we're gonna do about 3 minutes on each side, and then we'll check temperature. We're shooting for about 135, 140. So we'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. You can see the smoke on the steaks. Let's go ahead and throw these on. So we're gonna let those go for about 3 minutes, and then we'll flip them. All right, so 3 minutes have gone by. Let's go ahead and flip these. Go ahead and set the timer for another 3 minutes. We'll be back. Okay, 3 minutes is up. Let's go ahead and check the temperature. 25. 23. 29. Still under 130. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flip them, and I'm gonna let them ride for a little bit more. Give them another 2 minutes. They are thicker steaks, so we'll let them roll until we get to that 135 range. All right, let's go take a look. They've been rolling for another 3 minutes. 37, 38, 130. The thicker one's taking a little longer, but I'm gonna take these small ones out. They seem to be done. And we'll let the thick one just go for a little bit longer. All right, so it's been another minute. 137, it's done. So we'll go ahead and take this in, and we'll let the traeger do its shut-off cycle, and we'll cut these up. All right, everyone, so we got the SUCKLEBUSTERS and the Kiler HOGS. We'll go ahead and try this. Perfectly cooked steak. Definitely can tell this one has the savory notes. This one with the Kiler HOGS, it has a sweeter taste to it. I'm pretty happy with these two steaks. I'm gonna go ahead and cut them up and meal prep. If you haven't hit them likes, please do so and go ahead and subscribe. We're gonna recap what we did today. We let these roll at 200 with super smoke using competition pellets from Lumberjack. After 1 hour, we turned it up to 500. We put a nice little sear on them and finished them off. We let them all get 3 minutes on each side, and then we actually let this one run for a little bit longer due to the thickness. It needed a little bit longer. Our temperature today, what we shot for, was 135. I let them rest for about 10 minutes before cutting them, and at this point, it's time to enjoy them. So thanks for joining me, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you for watching Traeger's Barbecue.